Attention students heading to Rocky Run Middle School next year. Are you an adventurous person looking to start your middle school years in a unique way? Then you might be interested in participating in a travel and cultural exchange program where Rocky Run students are paired with students from the Warriner School in Bloxham, England, and visit each other's countries and schools. The program consists of students from England coming to our community for a week in October of 2026, and then Rocky Run students visiting their school in England in April of 2027. While the dates may seem far away, Rocky Run is actively preparing for this experience by recruiting interested students. The first step to express interest will be for you and your family to attend our Warriner Program informational meeting on Wednesday, November 19th at 6:30 in our library. We will be providing an overview of the program as well as going into detail on logistics such as dates and costs. We will also have alumni of the program on hand to share their insights and experiences. To pique your interest, here are some of those alumni speaking about the program and influence it had upon them.
Someone's going to ask some questions. You're just going to raise your hand. How many of you had never left the United States before the Warriner program? How many of you had never been on a plane before? How many of you had never left your family for a full week? How many of you had never hosted someone from another country for a full week? And I'm going to return to a question before. Do you think this helps you to grow as an adventurous traveler? And if yes, in what ways?
I think it definitely did, because before I went out of the country, my parents and I, we took a trip over to Europe once, and I was really, really scared something would go wrong because we're in a different country, and now I feel much better about being in different countries. I decided to apply for the Warriner program because it seemed like a really cool way to get to know the different cultures in England as well as different schools.
Hey, June, why did you decide to apply for the Warriner program?
I've never traveled abroad before the Warriner, like outside of the country.
And what was the experience like for you for the first time leaving the United States and you didn't have your family with you?
It was really fun to like be by myself for like a week and like just be with my friends.
There, you had some highlights. What would you consider to be like the best thing about this experience?
My buddy took me to a lot of experiences that were like related to my interests because like we knew each other pretty well, so we knew what the other person would enjoy, and so she was able to like decide experiences based on that. Like what to take me to.
So tell me, who is your buddy?
Her name was Eloise.
And what were some of the experiences that you and Eloise did?
So I like musical theater, so she took me to see a show in London. She took me to see Six, which is about Henry VIII's wives, and she also took me to explore and to hike, because those were some interests that we shared.
And then she came to the United States. Mm-hmm. And what experiences did you give her in the United States?
She really likes F1 and like racing, so we took her go-karting and just stuff along those lines. We took her to DC. I think we took her to a car show.
Because I've never been like out of the state at the time.
So this was a big thing for you have you been on a plane before?
But no, I hadn't been on.
So you had never been on a plane, never left the country. What was that experience like for you, even though you had never done those things?
It was actually really fun to like see the different type of cultures there, and the plane was really fun too.
And when you were there, what was the highlight of the trip for you when you were there?
Probably getting to meet my buddy at the airport and just like being with my family.
Okay, Mr. Brown, can you tell us what encouraged you to apply for this program?
When my dad was my age, he did an exchange program, and he had a great time, so he encouraged me to apply.
Are you glad that he encouraged you to apply?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Tell me one of the highlights for you on the program.
The cafeteria there was like a grocery store. It was amazing.
So what did they have at this cafeteria?
There was like shelves of drinks. They had a bunch of different options for like main course.
So this was something new for you, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Nothing like the school cafeterias here.
And tell me about tell me about your buddy. Who is your buddy?
My buddy was Evan. He was really nice. His parents were really welcoming when we first got there.
So you felt comfortable while you were there?
Yeah.
And how was his visit here in the United States? How did he feel?
It was good. He was good the whole time. We kind of went with the flow of everything rather than having a bunch of things planned out.
Okay, and what would you say to people who are considering applying for this program?
When you have the opportunity, communicate with your buddy before you go there so that you somewhat know about them when you get there.
Decided to apply for the Warriner program because many of my friends that are older than me have done Warriner in the past, and they told me that it was a very memorable experience and that I would have a lot of fun. And I've also had several teachers tell me that it's a great experience and I could learn a lot from it. And when I did it, I totally agreed with them. It was a great experience and I enjoyed it a lot.
Advice for kids thinking about the Warriner program would be to get to know your buddy and the buddy's parents, so that when you get to England, it's not awkward when you get to their house and live with them.
How many of you grew in confidence because of this trip? How many of you are more likely to travel because of this trip? How many of you are more outgoing because of this trip?